So the whole creation is deluded by these objects evolved from the three modes of Prakriti. Every object in this world, every object, you may have human beings as objects. All these objects that are there, they are illusory in nature. Why? Because these objects are really not that which you think they are. It's like a person is reading a Mills and Boon's book, or a love stories. And they come across this character called Tall, Dark, Handsome. Now when you have this tall, dark, handsome character in front of you, some idiot coming and standing in front of you looks very nice, handsome hunk like person. Okay, wow, he looks so great. And that fellow turns out and opens his mouth and he says, "Hello, how are you?" Yes, you're tall, dark, handsome. Psst, you have put a pin in that. You got what I am saying? So this whole world is an illusion. Don't be under the impression that this world is real. We are doing Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 13. The whole of the creation is deluded by these objects evolved from the three modes of Prakriti: Satwa, Rajas and Tamas. That is why the world fails to recognize me, standing apart from these as the imperishable. Now, here Shri Krishna is saying, the world, the entire creation is deluded by me, is under delusion. Now, what is a delusion? First, let us understand the word illusion. And then let us try to understand the word delusion. These are two separate words. We are talking from the spiritual perspective. The word illusion means when I am walking down the road in darkness and I see a snake on the ground. Remember, it is darkness. So I see a thing lying across the ground. And my mind says, "Oh my God, there is a snake over there." And when I see this snake, I get afraid and I back out from there. Then I say, I will go after some time, maybe tomorrow morning. So next morning when I am going from that same path, I see that the same thing exists over there, but it is not a snake. It is a rope lying on the ground. And then I say to myself, "Oh my God, I got deluded." But what I saw in the previous night was a creation of my mind. And that was called illusion. My mind, on seeing that twisted shape, I thought immediately, it looks like a snake. So I backed out of that place. So illusions can be many. My mind can create many illusions. I look at a person and I make judgment on the person. I look at an individual and I say, "Oh, he looks like as if he is having a lot of problems in his life." There is no smile on that person's face. That means they have a lot of trouble. Maybe they, and immediately our mind says, maybe they have constipation. Why? because they have a constipated face. Okay, I can understand. It is called illusion. I have created an idea in my mind. Alright? Now, a delusion is further than illusion. Further than illusion. Why? Because you get deluded only if there is an illusion in front of you. Okay, the illusion is, let us say, a unicorn. It's an illusory creature, it doesn't exist. But then, you think that it is, oh, it's a unicorn, there is no unicorn. And then, you go near it and it pierces you with its horn. A unicorn pierces you with its horn. You are now deluded because it has created some very serious offense in your world. So the whole creation is deluded by these objects evolved from the three modes of Prakriti. Every object in this world, every object, you may have human beings as objects. All these objects that are there, they are illusory in nature. Why? Because these objects are really not that which you think they are. It's like a person is reading a Mills and Boon's book, or a love stories. And they come across this character called tall, dark, handsome. Now when you have this tall, dark, handsome character in front of you, some idiot coming and standing in front of you looks very nice, handsome, hunk-like person. Okay, wow, he looks so great. And that fellow turns out and opens his mouth and he says, "Hello, how are you?" Yes, you're tall, dark, handsome. Psst, you have put a pin in that. You got what I am saying? So this whole world is an illusion. Don't be under the impression that this world is real. The person that you trust the most will be the first person who is going to betray you. When I said these words, people didn't like it. The person that you trust the most, you feel that's your husband, that's your wife, that's your children, that's your this, that's your that, your mother, your father, or whoever concerned. And you may think, they are very good, I believe in them, I trust them, I do this. Really? You see, a father and a son. The son put the father in jail so that he can take away his kingdom. Okay? The story of Ajat-Shatru. In Bible also there is a story. Jesus Christ tells Saint Peter. Later on he became Saint Peter, but first he was Peter only. He says, "Peter, you are going to betray me." I want you to think, his primary disciple, a primary disciple who betrays Jesus Christ, and every other person betrays him. You are talking about your family people, and you think that they can be trusted? When Jesus Christ himself had to go through hell in his life. And you are greater than Jesus Christ, is it? So please never be under this impression, because Maya is something which we are going to learn very shortly. She creates these illusions in the minds of people, and they turn illusory very soon. You think that you are going to, like there is a person who is building a very beautiful bungalow. You know bungalow? A house. Say, yeah, I'm going to build a beautiful house. They build a beautiful house. And suddenly out of the blue, something happens. What is that something? The house which they are supposed to build for themselves, they have put in a lot of effort to build a house. They are spending lakhs of rupees, maybe crores, we don't know. And somebody's parent has a problem. So they can't go and stay in the new house because now somebody has to take care of the parent. So what they do, that beautiful house that is there, they give it out on rent. So whom have they built that house for? You see, recently, 2-3 months ago, when I was looking for properties, there is a person who spent crores of rupees buying a beautiful house. He bought a beautiful house, he spent lakhs of rupees in doing interior. He changed the interior of this, it was an old house, and he changed the interior of the house, spending lakhs of rupees. And then suddenly, I want to give it on rent for 2 years at least. Why? My wife delivered a baby. So I got a baby, that is why I can't shift from this house where I am staying. So I will stay in a rented place, and this place which I own, I will give it to somebody else to stay. So what are we talking about? Is anything real? Do you think that something is going to happen the way you think you have planned? So this whole world, Satwa, Rajas and Tamas, all the 3 gunas that are interacting. Any person whom you think is a very good person turns out into a bad egg. So any person you may think, oh, he's a nasty person, turns out into a very good person. So what are we talking about? Things which we think are X turn to Y and Y turns to X. So we don't have any idea. So the whole of the creation is deluded by these objects evolved from the 3 modes of Prakriti. So these objects which come from this mother nature, I am not producing them. Shri Krishna is not at all involved in the production of these objects. So human beings, the world, the trees, the animals, the birds and everything in this world is created by Mother Nature. She is the mother of everything. And it is always divided into 3 categories: Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. And when that happens, people are under wrong impression that I am the one who is creating it. Sorry, I don't create this world. It is your thinking that I create this world. It is Mother Nature. Mother Nature is not me. Got it? She represents my energy, potency of creation. So always have this idea about things. So that is why the world fails to recognize me standing apart from this. So the world fails to recognize me. It doesn't even look at me. I am standing outside watching the whole thing happening. I will give you one example which is there right now. So we are building a temple. I am standing outside the temple watching it being built. Who is the builder? You think the person who is working over there is the builder? People start thinking that there is a worker over there who is putting all the bricks together. Oh, he is a person who is building it. then we think that no, the supplier, the person who supplied me the bricks is the builder. No. The architect is the builder. No. The engineer is the builder. No. The government which sanctioned me these properties, you can build this place over here, is the builder. No. Whoever made the murtis, the images, the idols, he is the person. No. These are all tools created by this Mother Nature. They are just doing their job. Every tool does its job. Am I involved in it? No. I stand outside and I watch that creation happening. And I am eternal, imperishable. Imperishable means this whole building will get collapsed tomorrow. The people who are there in front of me will die and go away. Everything, all the bricks will go back to earth. The whole thing will get destroyed, yet I am only a witness looking on at all these things happening. Am I involved in the process? No. So this is how Shri Krishna explains the previous verse where he says, neither do I exist in them, nor do they in me. So when the temple is getting built, is the temple existing within Krishna? No. Is Krishna in that? No. That is Mother Nature's job. She is doing her job. Creating an illusory temple, which is not going to last for a long time. It will get destroyed. Whatever is created has to be destroyed. And that is what happens. Alright? So we go to the next verse. We are doing chapter 7, Bhagavadgita, verse 14. For this most wonderful Maya of mine, which is the veil, consisting of the three Gunas, the modes of nature, is extremely difficult to break through. Those, however, who constantly adore me alone are able to cross it. Very, very few people which you can count on your fingertips can understand the truth of these sentences. Nobody can break through this knowledge. I am openly saying today that it is Maya which creates everything. Maya is called the illusory power of the Lord. It is not the Lord. It is not Shri Krishna. Maya is the illusory power of the Lord. She creates these illusions, beautiful illusions, born out of the three Gunas, Satwa, Rajas and Tamas. So she creates this whole world. Why is Maya considered as a female? All powers are female. Please remember this. Every potency, every power, even if it is a man who has a power to lift weights, that power is female. So the potency is always female. That is why he says she. So this veil means the covering. It's an illusory covering of Maya. Maya comes in between your thinking and me. What did I say? Between Shri Krishna and you, there is a whole world of Maya. Shri Krishna is standing apart. Maya is in the middle. Every tangible object, everything that goes on in your mind is Maya's creation. If you think that you have now become enlightened. It is Maya which is telling you, oh, you are enlightened person. You are spiritually perfect person. If you think, I have spent so many years with, Krishna Guruji, and I understand a lot of things. It is Maya which is telling you all that. It is an illusion. Don't be in that illusion, because Maya is literally like a very beautiful person in middle. She can put any picture you want to. You can just say, oh, I want to see this picture. And she can show you that picture also. So, for this most wonderful Maya, have you seen how he described Maya? It's the most wonderful. It's the Maya which is the veil of mine. I am the master of Maya. Did you understand? Shri Krishna is not Maya. Maya is his potency, power. Power is not him. A man lifting weights is not him. It's his power to lift the weights. Got it? So the power to create a dish in the kitchen. So that is the power of cooking. Right? That is not that person, no? The person is having that potency. So the potency of God, of Shri Krishna, is called Maya. It is an illusory potency. It is going to put a very beautiful picture in front of you. And the picture can be so wonderful. Sometimes it will make you feel, wow, I am in love. Sometimes it will put fear in you. Oh my God, I'm very scared. When there is nothing over there, you get carried away with it. You feel that, oh my God, something is happening to me. What is happening to you? And yet, you are under the impression something is happening to me. So this is called Maya. So understand this. The Maya is wrapped up in three gunas. Satwa, Rajas and Tamas. And all three gunas are nicely bundled and given to you. It's a bundled software, all three. So it comes along with it. No separate package. It comes as one only. And then sometimes you see some objects as very good, kind, compassionate, loving, blah, 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 all that. And sometimes you see the same person as doing so much activity. And sometimes you see the same person talking utter nonsense. So sometimes, it so happens that there is a person who used to be working really very, very hard in life. He has sweated very hard. He does a lot of work. He is very honest. And then now you meet the same person. He has turned into a lazy bone. If you tell him to do something, he will say, yeah, I'll do it. But never does it. Yes, I am this. No. And then what happens to that person? That person keeps on procrastinating. Not even interested in doing. It's illusion. The Satwa has become Rajas, has become Tamas now. So it's a very smooth flow from doing something to doing nothing. Very wonderful. And then what happens to this person? We really wonder, where did that person go who was so dedicated and devoted to this job? Well, the Tamas has come into the picture. You see, it crept in. How does the Tamas come in? Some people love to call it circumstances. Circumstances has made him into that kind of a person. So what happened to the knowledge that person had? Knowledge. Where is knowledge? Knowledge went out of the window long ago. The knowledge got covered by the veil of Maya. This is what he says. How many people understand this? Hardly anybody. A loving husband When I married him, he used to get me flowers. He used to take me out. We used to go out for lunch. We used to go out for dinner. And the husband will say about the wife, she used to be so loving. She would make 20 dishes and give me. She'll say, you like this. You have tea. You have coffee. You have this. You have that. She will say everything. And she used to be a very kind person. She was nice to my family members also. You see, my family members means my father, mother, brother, sister, everybody. She was very nice. And now what has happened to that person, I don't know. One, so she doesn't talk nicely with me. Second, where are all those dishes gone? It's all become an illusion. Now not a single dish is getting prepared. She hates my parents. All this has become very strange, isn't it? Well, the Satwa has turned to Rajas, and from Rajas it has become Tamas. Maya is at play. So never be under this illusion always, that this person is very good or that person is very good. This is very common in everybody's household. Whatever you think of and dream of is never going to turn out like that. Why are you not understanding this is Maya's creation? First, don't be judgmental. Just because that person made 20 dishes and was very loving and very caring, and sometimes he brought flowers at home and he was like this, it was only a phase. It was only a phase. It is only infatuation. You think that was love? No. It was only infatuation. Now what is life all about? Just living it out. Do I have a choice? I don't have any choice, you see. Okay, I have to live with this person, this horrible man, this horrible woman. I mean, this is how we finally turn into. But then why are you saying those words just now also? That is Maya's creation. The same object has turned into different colors. It's like a chameleon, changing colors every now and then. So the Shri Krishna says, hardly anybody recognizes Maya over there. Maya is at play. She is an illusory thing right there in the middle between you and me. So, the only person who can overcome this problem in life is a devotee of mine. The exception to the rule is this: only my devotee who adores me and admires me and thinks of me alone is able to see this Maya at play. So only a devotee is able to understand this depth of this thing. Nobody else can understand. We will do one more verse. We are doing chapter 7, Bhagavadgita, verse 15. Those whose wisdom has been carried away by Maya and are of demonic nature, such foolish and vile men of evil deeds do not adore me. Think about it. There are people in this world who don't even know that Krishna exists. Maya is so strong in their world, that they feel that is the truth. They start believing in this Maya. Well, the same example as the previous verse, this man is not getting me flowers. He doesn't come home in time. He doesn't care about kids. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. Blah, blah, blah. This woman, she used to make so many dishes. Now she doesn't make. She's not bothered about life. She's bothered about her own self. Doesn't work also, doesn't do anything. And yet she will say, I do so much. If you do not realize that that is Maya in front of you, you are going to be a miserable person. You will immediately start thinking, that person used to be so good, earlier. Now this person is so bad. They were already bad in the beginning. You never recognize them. They are human beings. And you are expecting that they should have some good qualities. Circumstances were there. Today also there are circumstances. They have got used to your life. You have got used to that life. You have now become so complacent yourself and apathetic about the whole thing. Who cares? Who gives a damn? Why are you talking about them? Talk about yourself. You are yourself the biggest pain. Have you noticed it? It's not about them, it is about you. Your glasses have changed. Now you have started wearing red color glasses. So you will see the whole world as red. You were a nice person earlier. What happened to you? You used to appreciate everything. You were kind. You would be very, very happy doing all those petty jobs also. You would clear the table. You would go and wash the dishes. You would dry the clothes, put them away. Today, you believe there is a servant who will do it for you. And what is the reason that you are giving? I go to work. So you have replaced that work with somebody else. You have changed. So because you have changed, the whole world has also changed. And both this is Maya. There is no difference in the two. You are as bad as the other person. Start thinking like this. When you have expectations from other people, you think the other person is not going to have expectations from you? You are not standing up to their expectations. You have become a miserable person yourself. Have you ever seen yourself smile? You look like a pig. Not a single smile on your face. A bulldog. Have a smile. Greet everyone. Be happy. What is this? All the time. I can understand you are having constipated face now. Instead of a constipated ass, you have a constipated face. Think about it. Why are you so miserable? Because you do not recognize Maya. Maya has been constantly there. Even before marriage, Maya was there. Even before you have children, Maya was there. After children, it became more stronger because you are an idiot who never recognized Maya. You think everything is so like this. Did I not say that Maya is unreal? Were we not discussing Maya is unreal? Now think about the verse which I said. A unicorn, which doesn't exist, has come and poked you. Did you understand this? That unicorn, which is Maya, is now making your life miserable. And you can feel that poke inside of you. Oh, he's coming and eating me. This is what happens to human beings. That is why Shri Krishna says, your wisdom is carried away. All that wisdom that was there inside of you went away, just like that. Maya took it away. Now it has become so hard and fast. That is why you can't smile also. When I don't see people sitting in my satsang and smiling, I feel sad because their life is such a misery to them. Look at their faces. Look at the way they are. For them, life is not beautiful. Life is a pain. You got to smile. You got to feel nice about the whole thing. You're existing. You're getting one of the brightest lessons on this planet Earth. You can get liberated just because of these lessons. And that is not good for you. So you have a surly face thinking about, something is happening to me. Why is my world like this? What is this? Okay. Those whose wisdom has been carried away by Maya and are of demonic nature. How does a demon look like? That surly face, this fangs coming out. That's what you look like. Demonic face, no smile, always having that, on your face. Why? I am meeting Guruji. What is this? You are meeting Guruji and you are having such a horrible face? Is this how you were born? So, Shri Krishna calls these people what? See, and are of demonic nature, such foolish and vile men. They are foolish, and it also includes women, so don't be under the impression he's only talking of men. He's talking about human beings. These foolish and vile men. Foolish means they are idiots of the biggest order. You think Krishna doesn't call you all idiots? He calls everybody idiot. Because how many people can understand this beautiful Maya at play? So he says, these foolish people of vile nature, of evil deeds. They are of evil deeds because they always want to get even with people. My boss is like this. I want to get even with my boss. I hate this world. I don't like this. This fellow did this. That fellow did this. What is this? So all that is Maya. And when Maya comes in and you do not recognize her and you do not even understand her, you get very upset and angry. And then your nature becomes demonic. You don't like anything happening in this world. And you become foolish and idiot and vile. Vile means nasty. Of evil men. Do you think they will admire me? No way. They think of Krishna only when there is Janmashtami. Or they will think of Krishna, okay, I have to go to the temple. Look at Krishna. He's smiling all the time. He's looking at everybody and smiling. And he looks at the world and says, okay, another idiot has come to visit me. Look at his face. See, this book is very beautiful if you look at it from that point of view. But don't think he's talking about somebody else. He's talking about... So now we have come to the end of verse 15. Now you understood Maya, how dangerous it is and how good it is also. So we will stop over here.